Good day, folks. Today we are going to review Berserk manga. What is Berserk manga? Why is it so popular? Even the rating is almost 9.5. Today we are going to discuss this truly. And before we start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free after all. So let's begin. Berserk manga, created by Miura Kentarou from 25th August 1989 until now. The genres are fantasy, adventure, action, horror, and supernatural. Now, let's move on to the synopsis. Here is our main protagonist, Guts. He is muscular, has spiky hair, nice body, and a big sword.
Nice.
In the beginning, when he was still a baby, he was found by a young woman. His parents are dead, hanging on this tree. There is a commander whose name is Gambino. He feels pity for the boy, so he decided to adopt him. From a young age, his life is already full of hardships, which would later come in handy when he grew up as a mercenary. One day, Gambino decided to sell Guts to one of his comrades. According to Gambino, Guts is bringing bad luck to his troops. In the end, he has no choice but to kill Gambino in self-defense. After a few years, he made a name for himself. There is a big knight called Bazuso. 30 guys are already dead in his hands. So, our Superman, Guts, come in. And he is dead. From there, he catches the attention of Griffith. Griffith is a leader of a band of Hawk army.
A few moments later.
They finally meet in battle. Griffith managed to knock out Guts. When he awoke, he immediately looked for Griffith. It turned out that Griffith actually wanted to invite Guts to join his army. Guts only agreed to join if Griffith managed to defeat him in battle once more. Do you want to know the rest? Feel free to read it online. I'm not going to spoil the fun for you. Now, let's discuss the pros and cons of Berserk. What makes this manga worth your time to read? Well, let's find out. Pro. The word which described it in detail. As a reader, we could see the Midland, which is full of imagination. The character development of Berserk itself. We could see what makes Guts' personality into what he is now. We could also see Varnish changing 180 degrees from which a person she used to be into now, who is much humbler. And not to mention our boy Griffith. You need to check it out by yourself. Amazing art style. The background was drawn very well. You can see the details in every background. Beautiful stories. In every story, we can see the motive of each character contributed to that aspect. The Golden Age arc is one of the best arcs of all time, period. Don't believe me? Please read it now. Is it overrated or not? And tell us your own opinion down below in the comment section. Cons. Confusing start. So, we start the story with no introduction to the characters. The arc itself actually happened later after the Golden Age arc. Lack of information. In the beginning, we have near zero information about our gods, and we have to assemble the information we receive and then try to understand it. Seinen. We have so many seinen action which are brutal and not friendly to the younger audience. The author passed away, so our author, Miura Kentarou, died on May 6, 2021, 55 years old, caused by acute aortic dissection. So, we still don't know about the continuation of Berserk manga, even though there is a rumor that the studio is willing to continue his work. The latest information we get from chapter 364 says that there is no guarantee. Oops, is this the comeback? Newcomer. The newcomer is the newly arriving people to our manga world, usually caused by their friends recommending them to read or their own curiosity. Shounen enjoyer. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, they are familiar with it. Famous manga nowadays such as Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, they have read or heard about it. Enthusiasts. They have too much spare time and they use it to read manga. Clanat, Kuroshitsuji, Gintama, they know about this. And last, Kami-sama. Monster, Made in Abyss, One Outs. If you know about this, congrats, you belong to this category. If there is a degree in reading manga, they probably would already have this. Now, Berserk is recommended to which category? Enthusiast. Because Berserk is much more complex than your usual manga and has a longer build-up, which turns off most people to enjoy the story. For the newcomer, if you want some challenge, do read this manga. Kami-sama is most likely already read this, so not much comment on that. The style, which is very rough, might turn off some people, especially the information which is everywhere might be overwhelming for people not used to it. But that doesn't mean you in the other categories cannot enjoy this. Just need more patience and take your time to enjoy this godly manga. The conclusion is, this manga is very good and the most popular of all time. It's very worth it to read this manga if you are willing to spend your time reading it with patience and diligently. Especially if you like non-stop action with an amazing world like Midland, this will surely be worth of your time. For now, we will conclude here. See you folks in our next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers, Nine Wonder!